Okay, so let me explain the 2 class grades again. Can you please close your laptop for now, AB? So you get 2 class grades today. 1 class grade, 1 is your classwork. You have to complete at least 10 problems correctly by the end of the class period. You can never fix this grade, ever. It is that grade for today only. If you're absent, your grade comes off watching the video and taking notes. Okay, that's how you fix your 0 grade. You have to watch the video and take the notes. Now, the other grade you get is the mastery grade on IXL. That means you have to make 100 mastery on IXL. This grade you can fix until December 20th, right? 2 grades. The first grade is what you do today in class, and I am watching what you're doing, and I document if you're doing the work, if you're asking for help, if you just sit there and you don't do anything, and you don't follow the instructions. If you are not following the instructions, I will notice. I may not make a big deal of it and make a scene during class, but I will document it on Focus. Alright, so please go to page, oops, yeah, we were listening to that in geometry. Alright, please go to page 41, and we're going to find the slope. You're right, it is 42, sorry, I messed up again. Slope from 2 points. Okay, and we're going to do IXL. Now, I know you're in algebra, but IXL puts this activity in 8th grade. I don't know why. We're going to do IXL 8th grade Y.2, so you have to pick 8th grade today. So what we're going to do today is we're going to find the slope from 2 points the same way we've been doing it before. We're going to find the change of Y over the change of X, just like when we did on the tables. Do you remember doing this on the tables? Finding the change and then finding the change. We're doing the same thing, but this time we only have 2 points. And so what we're going to do is put Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. If you find another formula, it's probably correct. Just make sure the Y's are on top. You're seeing the change of the Y's over the change of X. Now make sure the numbers line up. Okay, this will be the formula we use today. Yesterday we had a different formula for point slope. This is our formula. You must absolutely know how to do this. This will be at least 1 question on your STAR test. You must know how to do this. Okay, so here are your steps. Okay, before I do that, let me remind you, this is where you found the change, like on the table, change of Y over the change of X. It's the same thing like we did before, except it's not on a table, it's on their points that are given to you. So the first step is to copy the points. Now remember, I will walk around and I'm checking to see if you're following the steps. If you're not, I will document that on Focus as your part of your classwork grade. After you copy the points, you're going to label X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Notice it's always X and then Y. It's always X and then Y. X first and then Y. Both of these numbers are 1. It's not 1 and then 2. This is the first point, so it has 1. This is the second point, so it has 2's. That's why. If you had a third point, it would say X3, Y3. If you had another point, it would say X4, Y4. We're only doing this from 2 points today. So that's how you're going to write that. And then after that, you follow the formula. And then I recommend you put this in your calculator. Why in your calculator? Because if you don't put it in your calculator, then you have to do everything correctly in your head and then reduce it. And if you mess up, it's not good. Your calculator will do those 2 steps correctly for you if you type it in correctly, huh? Alright, so let's do an example. Here's what I want you to do. I can tell that in my class right now where I'm recording, you did not grab calculators. So you need a calculator. In just a minute, you'll grab one. Here's your example. So the example is this. Negative 10, comma 6, 8, comma negative 2. So you copy the points first. I will walk around and see if you are following instructions. You have to copy the points. After you copy the points, I'm going to write above it. Okay? What do I write on the first one, Ali? What do I write, Ali? X1. And then Raul? Y1. And then here, Omar, what do I write over this one? Perfect. Linda, what do I write right here? Thank you. Good job. So you have to do that. And I'm going to check your journals that you have at least 10 problems copied like this. After you get the hang of it, okay, I kind of understand after 10, you may not have space, but you have to at least for 10 of them. Then the formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to follow the formula. Do what it tells you to do. Please don't make up weird numbers. These are the numbers. Don't change them. You will not get the slope of these numbers if you pick your own numbers. So y2, Denise, which one's y2? Negative 2. So then you put minus. You have to put the minus because it says minus in your formula. Ahad, which one is y1? Say again? 6. x2, Kim, which one's x2? 8. Minus x1, Sochi, x1? Notice it's negative 10. If you put minus 10, it is not correct. That is not the same number. You're not doing it correctly. You're making up your own weird numbers. It is a negative 10. So, it's not positive because it says negative. So minus negative, yeah, you can make that plus, yeah. You could do that again. You could do all of this in your head and then get the number and reduce, but I'm going to show you how in the calculator. So in just a minute, you're going to do the same thing on your calculator. Just watch, and I'll repeat it. So you're going to press the home button. You're going to press the home button. You're going to press new document. Please do not use Sketchpad. You cannot use all the tools we're going to use on Sketchpad. Use new document. You can either press enter, you can press this little button, or you can press the 1. So you press enter, and then you're going to press no. You do not want to save. You're going to type in 1 because we're going to use the calculator. Okay, that's of all the tools. You don't get all these tools on Sketchpad. You have to go to new document, add calculator. Now, you're going to put this division symbol. That's the first step. So how do we do that? We press Control, Divide. Control, Divide, and then we have the fraction symbol because it's a rate. It's changing how are the y's changing over the x's. So that's negative 2. Negative is the white one. Negative 2 minus is the black one. 6 over 8 minus a negative 10. Okay, press enter, and that is your slope. So in just a minute, I'm going to have you do the